turn on my light. Oh, oh, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Maybe that's all right. Ooh-wee. I forgot to turn the light on, and it has gotten moved out of its normal spot. Maybe that'll work. Woo. Okay. Maybe that'll work. Oh, I don't know. This is just weird. Okay. Maybe that'll work. All right. I'm live. Let's see. Let me turn it on. Live chat. Is it live chat I need or talk chat? Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Well, hello. If I start my internet starts messing up, it will be because it is raining really hard, almost storming. I got to move these ugly shoes. I'm so sorry. That is my shoes I go outside in. We have a little shoe rack here by the door, and that is my dirty shoes that I go feed the animals in. So y'all don't want to see that. Hello, Amanda. If I cut in and out, it'll be because we're having kind of some storms here right now. It's just heavy rain, but it's storms kind of moving through. And if my internet starts cutting in and out, I'll just get off here and not do a live today. So we'll see how it goes. My lighting's kind of weird. My lamp got moved. My lighting's weird. My glasses are weird. A weird day. So this is my regular bifocals, and I have to, do all that mess to see in them. So I may have to swap to the ugly glasses. But I'm trying to do this. Hey, Linda Chandler. Let's see. I can't remember how to pronounce your name. I think before I said Jovita, but it's Jovita. I'm so sorry. I'm not good with different names. You have a beautiful name. I'm just not good with. I always forget how to say when it's the J, but the J is silent, maybe, or the J sounds like an H, right? H sound. Jovita. Jovita? Hopefully I said that right. Jovita. I'm not good with that. Lee is. Lee always corrects me because we will see the name Jesus, but in a Spanish, I guess, name. And I'll be trying to say Jesus. And he's like, no, it's not Jesus. It's Jesus. Jesus, maybe. Anyway, I'm not good with those names, but you have a beautiful name. So anyway, all right. This light's going to bother me. I'm going to try to ignore it. And anyway, so we've got storms moving through, heavy rain right now. And so hopefully my internet will hold up. Actually, the rain has stopped a little bit. I don't hear it right now. So anyway, I bet Linda Chandler is starting to get some of this. Linda Chandler lives maybe west of me. Yeah, west of me. And I think it's kind of spinning around that direction. So anyway, you may see Lee come in. He's not working because of the rain. He pours concrete. And they are not working today because of the rain. It's just going to rain all day long. So, hey, Patty, from the garden. You must not be getting this rain then, or you've had it and it stopped or something. It's been raining here all day. It's so muddy out there. When I went out to feed the animals this morning, it's just horrible mud. It's awful. So we've had rain. And I think it's supposed to rain all day till 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. Let's see. Honey Hollow, hey there. Hope you're doing well in this heat. Well, we've had a lot of heat and it's been pretty humid, but right now today we're getting rain, so I don't think it's as hot. It's cooled it down a little. After the rain stops, it'll probably get humid again. Um, Northern Crittenden County, yeah, rainy here. Yeah, I figured you was getting the rain. Yeah. Anyway, you may see Lee come in because he ran to the store and also was going to go by and help his sister-in-law out. Um, if any of y'all know, his brother had a really bad car wreck. Somebody hit him. He was in a company truck, and somebody ran into him and knocked him into the guardrail, and he went up into the windshield and had brain damage, um, brain injury, severe. For that was almost a year ago, and he is doing way better. He's a miracle. It's a miracle how well he's doing, but he's still not home. He may get to come home in about a month if they can get his house set up to where he can use everything. But right now, they thought they were going to have to build a ramp, but he is actually using a walker now. So he's doing really good. And he is starting to use just a cane. So it's just amazing how well he's doing from how bad he was a year ago, you know. And he's doing pretty good mentally. He talks a little slow, and he uh, he has a hard time with timeline. Like he doesn't remember when all this happened. He said we were over there the other day. Lee was seeing what all needed to be done over there to for him to come home, and was building some steps for him. And he said something about that wreck I had a month ago. And she corrected him and said, "Honey, I told you it was almost a year ago. It was August of last year. It's been almost a year." And he said, "Yeah, that's what you keep telling me." So he has a problem with timeline, but other than that, he's doing really good. And anyway, so it's just been a miracle how well he's actually doing. So he may get to come home if they can get everything set up in about a month. And anyway, Lee is going to go by and help her on something, and he's off work because of the rain, so he may walk in the door anytime. Just letting y'all know. Okay. Would love to have some of that rain. Yeah. Yeah, you probably will get some of it too, I would guess, because you're just a little further west of me um, than Linda. Linda's just west of me, and I think you're a little further west. All in Kentucky, and it's kind of spinning up this away. So let's see. So I've been working this morning, and I've got to work some more when I get done here. So I was saying about the rain. I think it's slacked off now, but I think it's going to rain till 3 or 4 o'clock. But we had some thunder and some wind, so I was kind of concerned about the internet. So if I start losing internet, I'll just get off here because I really need to be working, honestly. So last week I didn't go live because I was about to go live. I was all ready to go live, and I had two of my granddaughters here with me and was fixing to go live, and my friend Lana came over right like 2 minutes before I was gonna set it up to go live. And she came over. We had a good conversation. I said, I was just fixing to go live. And she said, "Do you want me to leave?" And I said, "No, no, no, don't you leave." So I wanted her to stay. We talked for 3 hours. We ended up sitting here and talking for 3 hours. We hadn't got to talk a whole lot. We go to church together, but sometimes when you go to church with somebody, you don't really get a chance to talk to them much because you're going in and saying hi, and then you listen to the preacher, and then you're going out and saying bye, and you really don't get a good chit chat, you know. And so we had a lot to catch up on, and had a good time. And so she was here for 3 hours. Uh, that's why I didn't go live last week. And then I almost didn't go live today because I've got to um, I've got to get all my work done early because Thursday morning I'm having that MRI and CAT scan. And I don't know why they do both. If anybody knows, I don't know. Somebody else told me that their dad had to have both MRI and CAT scan. I don't know why they do both exactly because I thought an MRI would do the whole thing, but they're doing an MRI and then they're doing a CAT scan on this section or something, and I don't understand all that. Um, anyway, lost you right after you said my name for reception. Oh, oh, Patty, I'm so sorry. I hope it's not me. Did anybody else lose? If it's me because of this weather, I'll probably not stay on here. Sounds like you had a good visit. We sure did. Y'all should have went live anyway. She could sit in Lee's chair. Yeah. You know what, Linda? I thought about it, but she was talking to me about something kind of serious, and I knew we needed to talk about it. So I decided just to cancel and have that talk with her because anyway, we have a friend that's um, uh, we don't not really in trouble. We don't know if this person is in trouble. The person has just kind of left the community. I don't. It's hard to explain. I don't want to go into detail on that. But I had asked for prayer for this person and said they were in a pickle, and I think that they're in a pickle of maybe their own design, but still need prayer. And we needed to talk about that. It's a guy that was going to our church. It's not like our female friend or anything. It was a guy that was going to our church, but he was a good guy. We really liked him. We're all church family, and some things happened in his life that were real unstable and unsure about, and he needed prayer. And she came to talk to me about it. Anyway, we weren't gossiping. We were just telling the truth, I guess. And my daughter's trying to call me, and I know she knows I go live, so I don't know why she's trying to call me. Call her back later. Anyway, okay. Linda can hear me just fine. Okay, let me go back up and read. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Ben's. Hey, Barb. And sounds like you had a good visit. I can hear you just fine. Okay. All right. We're back where we need to be here. Am I supposed to be on live chat or top chat? I forget. Live chat. That's right. I'm right. I'm on the right place. Okay. So, anyway, I don't know what to tell live chat. I'm on live chat. All right. I forget. It's been so long since I went live. We went live, a long time on Friday nights, but it's been quite a while, and I kind of forget what I'm doing. And so I've been talking about healthy eating and stuff because I've been doing this low carb, high protein that my doctor put me on. No sugar, no salt, but I can't do no salt. I'm doing little salt, little salt. I was a big salter. And so for me to be doing little salt is still pretty good. But she didn't want me to have any salt because she was trying to get my blood pressure down. She was trying to get my blood pressure down. And so, yeah, no salt is no good. Yeah, no salt is no good for me either. But I use Redmond's real salt, and I don't know why she doesn't like that, but I think that she just doesn't know. So I'm still using my Redmond's real salt, but just not as much. I'm just not salting things as much as I was. Hey, Nancy. So I talked about getting my water in. She wanted me to have a whole bunch of water. And it's really hard to get in that much water. She wanted me to have half of my weight in ounces of water. right? So I'm getting in close to 80 ounces of water a day, and it's hard. And I'm supposed to have more now, but it's hard to get in my 80. But um, yeah, can't drink that much water. Yeah, it's hard. So I've done better with it by using flavors. And she said I could use flavors as long as it doesn't have caffeine or sugar. So I'm using, I told you about these stir. This is the stir. There we go. I'm ordering these online. I haven't been able to find them anywhere else, but they are made with stevia. They are stevia and real fruit. It says real fruit, but it is stevia, so it's better than the sweeteners and different things. And yes, and I like to do that too. You're talking about the cucumbers and lemon juice, and yes, I like to do that too. Especially when I have good fresh cucumbers in the summer. I love to make a big old picture of water and just cut up cucumbers or watermelon in it. It's so good, so good. But I hadn't had any of that. But I am getting these, and these come in a 6 pack. You can pick out which flavors you want. I'm getting them online on maybe Amazon. I don't know if I ordered them on Amazon or went to their site. I can't get it back in there. But anyway, it comes in a box of 6 and you can pick your flavors. And I've been getting that automatic delivery on that. So I done like the subscription and I get one of those a month. And anyway, I run out though. I run out. I get 1 box a month, but I'm running out. So I'm either going to have to go in and get 2 boxes, or I've been using other stuff in between. So when I run out, I'll use something else for a little bit. Anyway, just let's see. Let me get back up here. Yes. Okay. Just got home from town. Hey, Julie Cook. Yeah, that water requirement didn't sound right to me. That's what she told me. Uh, half of my body weight in ounces of water. So that would be right about 100 ounces, and I can't do it. I can't do. I can barely get in 80. Barely. That's pushing it. Anyway, so I'm doing the best I can. Doctors are very smart and well educated, but they still can be ignorant of some things. That's not a bad word. It just means you don't know yet. Yeah. I totally agree. I totally agree. Now listen, I am not I hate going to the doctor. And I'm one of those people that don't go to the doctor unless I'm really, really sick. And then I might finally break down and go to the doctor and still maybe not do what they tell me to do. That's me. But this time I was pretty sick and I knew that's it. I've got to go to the doctor. I've got to get fixed because I'm not handling it on my own. And, it was just, I have to, you know, and I had several little things wrong that needed to be worked out to get me to feeling better again. And now I feel better again, but I still have these spots in my eyes. So I still have these floater things going in my eyes constantly. They're not dark spots anymore. There's one dark spot, and the rest are kind of blurry now. So I feel like they're fading, but they still want me to go have an MRI. And let me tell you, I've done postponed one. I was supposed to have this MRI on June 25th, and I postponed it because I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death. I'm a little bit claustrophobic and a whole lot white coat syndrome. So I'm really, really scared to death to go. And I go Thursday morning at 8:45. So please say a prayer for me that I will calm down and just go get it done because I'm scared to death. And I would back out and just say forget it, except for these spots because I'm doing better. I'm doing much better. I feel better. but I still have these spots and they've got to go. And yes, I've done been to the eye doctor, the regular doctor, and nobody can really figure it out. They thought it would go away and it's not going away. I feel like it might be fading finally, but it's still bothering me and it's still blurry. I've got several blurry spots and at least one black dot still. Anyway, I've got to get straightened out. Let's see. Let me see. Be a mod. Okay. Do I not have a mod in here at all? I sure don't. I don't think I can do that on here. Maybe. Let me see if I can do that on here, Nancy. On the other one, yes, I can on this one. When I was doing StreamYard, I couldn't do. Let's see. I think that done it. When I was doing StreamYard, you couldn't do that on here. You couldn't make somebody a mod while you're on StreamYard, but on this you can. So I did. I didn't realize I didn't have a mod in here. It's probably best to have one. Excuse me. Okay, let me get back up here to see where I was at. Can't get excited about watermelon flavored stuff. Lunch break is over. Have a great day and sending positive vibes from South Texas to each and every one. I tried to drink 80 ounces of water. Have a great day. I've been told to not drink so much water. My electrolytes are low. Huh. Well, that sounds opposite of what I would have thought, because I would think if your electrolytes are low, you need to drink more water. Anyway, so thought that bought the stir for Mac. He likes it. I like it. So there's a couple flavors I didn't like that I had to go swap out, but I like most of it. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. Let's see. Tell them to give you the little pill they gave Tommy, and you won't care at all. Call ahead so they have it ordered before you get there. But then will I be able to drive home? Because I don't have anybody to drive me. Linda, will I be able to drive myself home if I take a little pill? Maybe I could take my own little pill. I could take me some lemon balm water and something. I'm going to look around. I probably have something to calm me down without taking their little pill. No, you won't be able to drive. Okay, can't do that. Can't do that, but I can take me some lemon balm. And I'm trying to think of what else. I know I have stuff. I could take me a hot cup of lemon balm and chamomile, and hopefully that would calm me down a little. Catnip. I have catnip. There we go. Lemon balm, catnip, and maybe chamomile in a tea and drink that. Oh, I can't have nothing to eat or drink. That won't work. That won't work. I'm not supposed to have anything to eat or drink. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Eat anyway. I think it says drink also. Must not have anything to eat or drink 6 hours prior to appointment. Yeah, that won't work. Dang. I was ready to go there, but no. Okay. We'll see. Streamwire, yeah. You won't be able to drive. I read that. DG has this water that has electrolytes in it without flavoring or sweetener. Huh. I'll have to check that. I'll have to check on that. Yeah, those pills make you feel good, but I can't have them either. I don't have skull cap anyways, but I have all the other. So talking about that, talking about my catnip. So I know I told y'all, if anybody remembers, one morning I was here, I was working and I was talking to my boss on the phone, and I got up and looked out my front door here and there was 3 guinea fowl out in my front yard, and I was like, "What the heck?" And, so they've still out here. We know they came from the neighbor, but the neighbor over that way is, uh, all the way over through a cornfield, so they come all the way through the cornfield and came to my yard, and that was what, 2 at least 2 weeks ago, maybe more, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and, they've still been hanging around out here, and they've just taken up with my chickens and hung around out here. Well, I went out the other day to where my catnip is, and my catnip's gotten big and kind of fell over, and right beside it is some garlic, and I was gonna go pull my garlic, and, I got in there trying to get my garlic out, and I moved that catnip aside, and there was a whole little nest of eggs that did not look right. They did not look like my chicken eggs, and I was like, "Whoa." So I think they're guinea eggs. I'm sure they're guinea eggs. I've looked up I had to come in and look up guinea eggs, and, sure that's what they are. I haven't seen them out there, but, uh, I watched my dad pour a few salt grains in his hand at our meals. Doctors had him paranoid about salt. Guess what he died of? A stroke. Don't trust them either. What do ever at all. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. And I listen, I don't, I don't trust doctors. Y'all probably know that. I'm gonna show you my guinea eggs. Some of y'all, I'm sure some of y'all have seen guinea eggs. Oh, I don't know if the light's gonna. Oh, well, well, the light's not gonna shine right. They look white. They are kind of white, but they have like a almost a bluish gray tint to them. And I know the light's not letting. No, whoop, the light's not letting them show good. Anyway, it was neat. Anyway, they're a little bit smaller than my chicken eggs. They're almost like my smallest chicken eggs. They're that size, but they're kind of a almost a bluish gray. I'm gonna call it a bluish gray. That light's not gonna pick it up. No, sorry. But you can kind of see it's got a bluish tint, but it's a bluish gray. Anyway, they haven't laid any more. I got these. I waited. I left them alone for a few days because I was hoping they would sit on them, but they weren't sitting on them, and they were just sitting out there, and they hadn't put. There's no more in the same spot. There's this many out there, and then I kept watching, and there was no more in the same spot. So I went ahead and got them this morning. I just got them this morning and put them in a bowl. Anyway, so I thought that's pretty neat. Um, okay. For another time, tense, tight, and hurting. Rounded tablespoon of dried wild lettuce. Ooh, I have that. Wonder if I could take some wild lettuce before I go. Hmm. Hmm. Um, rounded teaspoon of catnip and rounded teaspoon of skull cap into a hot tea. Take a nice shower and rest. Yeah, I don't have a skull cap, but I have the other two. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that if I can. Oh, can I? Can I take a screenshot right here? Oh, here we go. Yes. Ah, didn't know if I could do that or not. Took a screenshot of that. Okay. Um, got to be careful you don't go too low on salt. I had an aunt that had to be hospitalized because she didn't eat enough salt. See, well, and you know what though, and I'm sure my doctor knows this. You get salt in everything everything you buy at the store and eat, you get salt in. all kinds of stuff that you do get salt in, whether you're salt free or not. You do get it in some things, anyways. So that's why I don't worry about using a different salt that's not iodized because they talk about the iodized. But you get salt, and you go to the store and buy something, and it's probably got the iodized salt in it. So I use Redmond's real salt, and I think that it is now. Somebody told me, and I did buy some. I did buy some. What did I do with it? I'm not sure what I done with it, but I did buy some. The Celtic salt. Somebody told me to try the Celtic salt, that it had good stuff in it for you, which I feel like is probably the same good stuff as Redmond's real salt, maybe. But anyway, I got some and was going to try that too. So we need salt for many functions in the body. That is my go-to since I can't have NSAIDs. Why can't you have NSAIDs? Because that's what my doctor told me to take for my rheumatoid arthritis. They had me on one. They had me on a pain pill that was an NSAID that was stronger. And that was like 6 or 7 years ago. But I got off of it because I don't like taking a bunch of stuff. And I got off of it. And then when I was hurting again, I don't hurt as bad when I'm doing this diet, like low carb diet, no sugar, low carb, low sugar. I feel better and I don't hurt as bad. But when I was hurting again, I just got some over the counter NSAIDs and was taking that for it. But the best thing, the absolute best thing for any health complaint I have, the best thing that has helped me is my diet. What I eat is the best thing that has helped me. Whatever is wrong with me, and especially the arthritis, inflammation, supposedly I have rheumatoid arthritis. So the best thing for everything I've had is low carb, low sugar. The carbs and the sugar make me hurt, make me sick, make me miserable. So NSAIDs give me pancreatitis. Oh, okay. There's Higgs Rock Farm. Holland and Lily went and seen them Saturday, and I got to hang out with Miss Lily, and I love hanging out with Miss Lily. And we had a good time. And it was Lee's birthday. We went and hung out with them on Lee's birthday. And Lee had a good time because he went with Holland. They went arrowhead hunting, and he found a couple of arrowheads, and he was excited and happy. And I have never been able to get skull cap to grow, so I buy it. Okay. I may have to buy some because I don't have that, and I've never tried to grow it. I've never tried to grow that, so I don't know if I could grow it or not. But I'm going to say if you can't, I probably can't. So what else? I showed my eggs. Here's my eggs, Holland. This is my little guinea eggs that I found in my catnip. And that color just won't come through, but it's kind of a grayish blue. And they're real small. They're small eggs. So let's incubator. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, but they've already been rained on. They were out in the weather, and they've been out in the weather, and they've gotten rained on a lot. So I'm thinking if they lay any more and I can catch them fairly fresh, I might try putting them in the incubator. But these have been rained on for days, and I'm pretty sure they would have the bloom washed off. And they've been hot. It's been hot, and they've been out in the weather. So I don't know. Diet is a major factor with most of our physical problems. I went carnivore mostly. So I've heard good things about carnivore, and I know that you done it. I know several people that have went carnivore that just love it and say it's helped them so much. But I tried it before and I could only go about a week and I was done. I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. I went about a week on it, and and it probably helped because anything low carb to me, anything low carb helps. Low carb, low sugar, or no sugar. I prefer no sugar, but low carb, no sugar, I feel so much better. And so I can see, and I know people that the carnivore has really, really helped them, and just rave about it. But I couldn't stick with it. And if I can't stick with it, it's just not going to happen. You got to stick with something like that. And so I have to do what I can stick with, or it's no good to me. So anyway, yeah, so I am going Thursday morning and have this MRI, and I'm not happy about it, and I'm scared to death. And anyway, I'm a little bit claustrophobic. I just feel like I tell you what, I have anxiety over this because just when I woke up this morning before I even got out of bed, I started thinking about, oh no, I've got to have that MRI done Thursday morning. And my heart started beating fast. I really have anxiety over this. I know that sounds silly, but I really have I'm a little bit claustrophobic, but I also I just hate going to the doctor so bad. Anyway, it takes at least 2 weeks to make the adjustment. Starting out keto and making a gradual change helps. That's what I done. I was on keto and I tried a week of carnivore and I just couldn't do it. And then and I'm not saying that caused it, but I actually got off of keto even after that because I just couldn't do it. And I don't know. I don't know. I think that you really have to find what works for you and something that you will stick with. And I can stick with what my doctor has put me on has really so far. It's been I can't remember. Whenever I went to the emergency room, my doctor sent me in the emergency room, and right after that she put me on this diet, and I've done it ever since, and I've done really good with it. I've messed up just a couple of little times, but mostly 98% of the time I've done it and done good. Um, Swapping out 90% of my soda for kombucha poured over ice has improved how I feel by leaps and bounds. Yeah, I used to do the kombucha. I haven't done it in a while, but I am doing some other gut health things. I'm doing the fermented, fermented, fermented onions and kraut, fermented cabbage, kraut, cold. I've got that in the refrigerator, and I've been trying to eat just a little bit of those each day for the gut health. Love the low carb. Um, Prepped for eternity. Hello there. I've been watching Annabelle, Annabeth, Annabeth. Dang, sorry. Doing a great job with some videos. Great job. So I don't know if this is Annabeth, but if it is, or if it's one of the others, if it's Jennifer, just know that she's doing a great job over there. Is Senor Lopez part of your diet program? Extra cheese, please. Yeah. No, well, the cheese I can have. The cheese I can have. It was the chips I wasn't supposed to have. We went and ate Mexican when we were there Saturday. And yes, I got cheese dip. The cheese dip wasn't the problem. The chips was the problem. So like before, when I was doing, when I was sticking to my diet better, and I hadn't messed up. That I hadn't messed up hardly at all. That I did, but I tried not to eat very many chips. And it was Lee's birthday, and that's what he loves. But anyway, before I have taken my own low carb chips to the Mexican restaurant with me and used them. And I've also had somebody say not to eat the chip, but to use the chip as a dipper and dip your salsa and cheese and just eat it off of your one chip. But I did not do that Saturday. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at here. These glasses, I'm trying to use these glasses, but man, it's up and down. I could get the old ugly glasses. Everyone is an individual. Have to find the right fit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know that there's a lot of people doing great on the carnivore, and I'm glad they are. Happy for them. But man, I tried to do it and couldn't stick like that. Like it really, after about a week, I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to have something. um, so if you can do it, that's great because people are raving over how good it helps them. Able to eat more healthy since I'm retired. My doctor tried to put me on, I don't know what that is, but my insurance won't pay for it, which I'm glad because my blood work is great. I don't need that stuff to mess it up. Wegovy. Um, she works hard at learning about editing videos. Well, she done great. This must be Jennifer or Brother Donnie. She done great. I thought she done great. I loved watching it. I watched a couple of them, 2 or 3 of them that she done. That was just, I just was smiling from ear to ear. She just made my day. If it fits, if it hits my lips, it's a goner. Lick it off, nothing, eat it all. I love food too much to do carnivore. You said it right. It is a weight loss medicine. Okay. Okay. Well, I had never done that because I don't like putting stuff in my body. I don't like taking stuff. I don't even like, now I'm on this dang blood pressure medicine again and I don't like it, but it just came to a point where I had to, and I was sick and I really couldn't get my blood pressure back down, and nothing I was doing was helping, and it was kind of got to an emergency situation. So I'm on the blood pressure medicine, and that's all. And she wouldn't put me on a pain pill for my rheumatoid arthritis, but I didn't take it because I told her if I eat right, I don't hurt nearly as bad. Maybe every once in a while, but I also have other things that I make that helps. And I just had to take them. Usually, I have to take stuff at night because a lot of things make me sleepy. But at least it kind of helps me through the night. Um, what blood pressure medicine you're on? I'd have to go look at it. Hang on, I'll go look at it. Let me read where we're at. Uh, we have herbs and spices that help with weight loss. That medicine is supposed to slow down your digestive system, make you feel full. Isn't that the opposite of losing weight? Sometimes we need help getting lined out. Yep. Both physically and spiritually. Yes. Yes, this is Jennifer. And I'm with you. Hate taking meds. Me too. I really do. I hate it, but this time I had to. I'm going to go see what this is. Sorry. Hang on. It is low sartan. Low sartan is what I'm on. So I had blood pressure. I had high blood pressure. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure like 7 years ago, and they put me on a different one, and it made me dizzy. And I had to get off of that one and go on this one. So then I got myself off of that, and I didn't take it for about 3 years. And this time I was so far, I mean, my blood pressure was really high and I was having heart palpitations real bad. And she sent me to the emergency room and they put me back on this. So this is second time I've been on this. The other one, whatever it is, what's the other one? I can't think. There's another one that's popular, but it made me dizzy and I couldn't take it. And so I got completely off all of them for 3 years. I done without it for 3 years. So I don't know how I done that. I think it was my diet and everything, maybe because I was on keto. I was on keto and got completely off of it and the pain medicine and everything. And then this time I wasn't doing good and I had other issues going on too. So anyway, uh, good health starts and ends in the gastro system. Take care of the gut health, heal it up, get it balanced, and good things start to happen. I totally agree, Julie. Uh, and that's another reason I'm doing the fermented foods. Julie and I think most doctors don't think that way. That was the one that dropped my blood pressure down so low I couldn't function. And I told her, Holland, I told her when she put me, because she put me on a different one and my blood pressure wasn't going down. It wasn't a different medicine, it was a different dosage. She put me on, I guess, 25, and it wasn't going down very much. It went down a little, but not enough. So now she's got me on a 50. And when she put me on this 50, I said, I don't, I done told her 2 or 3 times, I don't like taking medicine. I don't like taking medicine. And when she put me on 50, I said, I don't want something that's going to drag me down and make me feel tired and stuff all the time. And she said, just keep up with your blood pressure. And if it starts getting down too low, we'll do something else. So I'm still having to keep my blood pressure down, written down every day. Let's see. Most doctors ruin gut health with pills and potions. I agree, Julie. I totally agree. But I tell you, when you get to a certain point, nothing else you can do. But I'm not going to take any unnecessary stuff. I'm going to take this because I done gotten to a point where I couldn't not. I couldn't not take it. I done let myself get that far. I heard having a cat helps to lower. This is not true. Honey Hollow, that is not true. I have a cat in the house and a little puppy in the house, a little dog in the house. And outside, I have 20 cats. So that's not true. Not true. Actually, 20 cats might raise your blood pressure. Oh, sorry. Losartan is what they eventually put me on, and I am doing great. Makes me think I was a bit low on potassium. Seems like this says with potassium. It does. Oh, losartan potassium. It's whatever. I don't know nothing about medicines like that. Your body will make your potassium real normal until it absolutely has nothing more to pull. Hmm. Um, hmm. With lisinopril, that's the other one they put me on that made me dizzy. Lisinopril went so low I couldn't function. Lisinopril is what they put me on that made me dizzy. Cats. I went recently. I have a candida overgrowth. I was so sick. I even went without my teeth. and I go nowhere without my teeth. They did help. Yeah. Hmm. Um, I don't know. I've never been diagnosed with any candida thing, but I feel like, and I've heard somebody say this, that everybody can have a problem with candida in their gut and not even know it. And and just like Julie was saying, gut health is everything. So having something for your gut health and fermented foods is really good for your gut health. There's other things, but a simple, easy fix is fermented foods. And a simple, easy fermented food is kraut, but not hot, not canned. So you got to make the sauerkraut, homemade sauerkraut, and put it in the refrigerator and eat a little along on that for gut health. But all the other fermented foods, I've been doing the fermented onions. Um, a good source for the fermented foods is Stacy over at Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I don't follow them like I used to because Doug got a little fanatical on some things. Sorry, it's truth. Doug got a little out there on some things and I kind of quit following, but I learned a lot from Stacy, and she has a lot of good fermented foods ideas. But yeah, um, hang on, I'm trying to focus again. Put a glass of water by your bed first thing in the morning before you get up. Sip spit. Okay, I'm reading things wrong. I gotta get the ugly glasses. Spit in the water? Wait a minute. Put a glass of water by your bed. First thing in the morning before you get up, spit in the water? Julie? what you talking about, Julie? Things are going to grow in your gut, grow good stuff. Your kraut is good. Oh, thank you so much. I took Holland and Lily a couple jars of kraut. They're always giving us stuff. We swap back and forth and give each other stuff, and we don't barter and trade. We just gift. Fermented onions are awesome on cheeseburgers. I watched an interview this morning with a doctor who specializes in candida. I think it was on I Fix Hearts. Huh. I Fix Hearts. I'm going to have to watch that. Was that on YouTube? Was that on YouTube? Is that a YouTube thing? I Fix Hearts. I'm going to have to look that up. Check that out. Holland keeps fermented hot pepper sauce on the table. Yeah. Well, most of us can't eat the hot you eat. Holland likes it hot. He likes hot stuff. Wow. I cannot believe I have sat here almost an hour. So when I come on, it was raining outside. It was kind of, it stormed a little bit and it was just raining cats and dogs out there when I come on. And I was afraid my internet would be bad and I wouldn't stay on here long. But now it's sunshiny and I don't hear no rain. So I guess it passed on by while I was getting on here. I ferment everything I can: ketchup, mustard, any veggie that can't get away from me. I tried some. I fermented some things I didn't like too well, which one of them was carrots. I done the fermented carrots, and that wasn't for me. And it seems like there was a couple other things I can't remember right now that I watched Stacy ferment and tried them, and yeah, no, she ferments a lot of stuff. I wish Lee was there so we could talk politics. I hear him. He's liable to come in the door any minute. I heard him pull up. He had gone to the store to get some things to work on my little shed, and he was going to stop by and help his sister-in-law with some things over there. Chris, his brother, should get to come home in about a month, but he's got to get some stuff done over there for kind of handicap stuff to get to come home. And anyway, he's doing great though. He's doing so good. It's amazing. But he still has to have some handles and things and have the steps right and stuff like that. Okay, I gotta find where I was at. There he comes.
No.
Holland just said, I wish Lee was there so we could talk politics.
No, we don't need to talk politics.
On YouTube, not sure I got the channel name right. Okay. Fix Hearts. Okay. I'll try to find it. Thanks for saying that. I stopped them too because it was a turnoff. Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk bad about him because I like him. But he did get a little far out there with some of his stuff. And the bickering between him and Patera, I was done. I'm sorry. Sorry if anybody, I'm sorry. Sorry to say what I just said, but it's the truth. Him and Patera, and I watched both channels. I loved both channels. I learned a lot from both channels. But when they started bickering like middle school kids, I was done. I shut them both off and was done. Now, I have gone back and watched some of Stacy. If I see that Stacy has a teaching video, I'll go watch that. But I couldn't handle the bickering and no, I was done. Anyway, that's all I'll say about that. If it glistens, stands out, and sinks too much, candida, healthy spit floats. Also, a white tongue usually means too much candida. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. If it glistens, I'm going to have to screenshot that. Y'all teaching me some stuff here today. I'm going to, oh, no. The thing jumped. Maybe I'll get it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. If it glistens, stands out, and sinks too much candida. Huh. Thank you, Julie. I did not know that. And Linda's got to go. Yeah, it's about that time. Way too much sugar in the system. Honey Hollow, way too much sugar. Oh, he gave me a Marco earlier. That's good news to hear about Lee's brother, who don't like a hood fight. Oh, it's not a hood fight. That was a fifth grader type of fight, honestly. Sometimes you have to take a break from channels. Totally agree about the channels. I try to fill my time with positive stuff. Yep. And learning, I'm trying to learn from people and in community, my friends, people I've met and friends, community I want to watch. But I want to learn too. And I'm not on, sometimes some of the things get out of hand. Speaking of that, let me just get on a rant while we're going. Some of these prepper, well, even some of the homestead channels, but mostly prepper channels, a few prepper channels I like to watch. They've gotten out of hand. It's like every day, the same old thing. I know a lot's happening in this world. I know we're getting closer and closer to who knows what. And, I know, but do we have to hash it out every day? They used to teach us how to prep and talk about preps and give good advice on prepping and homesteading. And some of those channels now, all it is doom is coming, it's coming, you better get ready, it's coming. It's like, okay, we got it. Go back to telling us how to do it. you know, quit telling us this is coming, this is coming, this is coming, and go back to telling us what we need to do to be prepared instead of prepare. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's so bad. Anyway, anyway, um, I knew about the tongue, but didn't know about the spit. Good to know. Yes, I take social media breaks. People hurt my mind sometimes. I went back to drinking beer I paid dearly. Won't do that again. Oh, man. Um, put it in God's hands and put on the armor. Yep. Bring it, devil. I got your number. I watch people for easygoing info. Yeah. I mean, I want to know the news. I want to know what's happening, but not every day the same old thing. I mean, we can talk about it a little bit, but then move on to teaching me something. Um, and I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that's why I don't watch those channels every day, just occasionally. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I kind of have gotten that way. Some I was watching every day. I just see their headline. And some of them really have gotten really clickbaity about it too. It's like, oh, gee, come on. I thought we were all dying yesterday. Now we're all dying again today. Day after day after day. You know? Mm. Some of the prepper channels I have to leave. They were stressing me out. Yep. Yep. The harping is not effective. Yep. Yeah. Yep. That's right. And so and that's mostly prepper channels, but some of the homestead channels are as bad or about as bad. Let's go back to teaching each other how to garden and forage and and prep. I'm a prepper and I want to know more about prepping, but I don't want to hear the same old bad stuff every day. Or maybe mention it and then move on to teaching, you know? They can go for an hour just talking about one bad thing that happened, that I'm the that no. I'll watch maybe 5 minutes of it and then I'm like, okay, move on. Yeah, clickbait turns me off. Yeah. Anyway, so I've been on here an hour. I can't believe it. I really didn't expect to stay on this long, just because of the weather and because I really got to get back to work. She talks a big game for someone who runs from tiny spiders. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Girl at work, not work, a lady at church, not work. A lady at church just got bit on her foot by a brown recluse, and I'm like, you see? And they start talking about snakes. I said, oh, give me a snake any day over a brown recluse. No, no, no. So, yes, I run from tiny spiders. I do. So I gotta go. I gotta get back to work, y'all. So have a good day. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. And maybe, hopefully, we can go live Friday night. I don't know for sure. It seems like every week there's been something, but that's why when we started going live again, I said we might not be live because just so much happens and there's so much going on. Especially, with a bunch of grandkids and everything. And I didn't want to stress anymore over having to make sure we were live on Friday night. So now it's like, if we can, we can. And if we can't, sorry. So, yep, I hope y'all have a good day. Nice to finally catch you live. Thank you, honey. How I got to get over and catch up with you and see what you've got going on. I hadn't been watching a lot because of my health and busyness, and I'm trying to catch up with everybody and get back on here because I really do miss talking to everybody. I sure do. It's like friends. It's like you start missing people like they're your best friends, and you are my friends. Most of y'all that I talk to all the time are friends. I consider you friends, and I'm not on here for money. And I really, so when I wasn't doing it, was like whatever, but I missed people, and I wasn't even getting to watch much because I didn't feel good. And so now I'm trying to catch up, and it's like, man, I have missed y'all. Man, I have missed y'all. So I'll be catching up with everybody. Leah's coming to look for rocks Friday night, he said. Right. No, he's not. I sure missed you, even Lee. Even Lee. All right. Yep. I'm gonna get off here now and get back to work. If I can find the end screen. All right, here it is. All right. Thanks for coming in, y'all. Maybe we'll see you Friday night, hopefully.